Do knife-like menstrual cramps leave you gasping, wondering if anyone else could possibly hurt this much?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're unpacking adenomyosis, the overlooked estrogen-driven disorder that quietly enlarges your uterus, drains your energy, and can turn every period into an emergency.
I'm Alara Skye, and if you've been told heavy bleeding and pelvic pressure are just part of being a woman, stay with us. New research shows those symptoms often signal tissue burrowing deep into your uterine muscle, a condition most doctors still mistake for ordinary cramps or endometriosis.
Let's start with what that feels like. You might notice a throbbing ache that builds into stabbing waves, sex that suddenly hurts, or a belly that seems permanently bloated. Because adenomyosis thickens and stretches the uterine wall itself, the organ can double in size and bleed so heavily you need backup clothes on hand.
Unlike endometriosis, where rogue tissue grows outside the womb, adenomyosis stays inside, infiltrating the muscle. Ultrasound often misses it, and many guidelines still claim it strikes only women in their 40s, leaving younger patients dismissed with painkillers while the disease quietly accelerates.
That blind spot matters. Studies reviewed in the Journal of Clinical Medicine reveal rising cases in women under 30, yet many endure years of misdiagnosis. Meanwhile, uncontrolled bleeding can push hemoglobin to life-threatening lows, sending you to the emergency room for transfusions instead of answers.
Pregnancy doesn't erase the threat. Adenomyosis has been linked to miscarriage, preeclampsia, preterm birth, and babies born small for their gestational age. Diffuse lesions that spread widely through the muscle interfere with placental attachment, turning what should be a joyous season into weeks of high-risk monitoring.
At the root of this spiral is estrogen overload. Whether it comes from birth control hormones, plastics in your kitchen, or dietary exposures, excess estrogen fuels the invasive tissue and amps up monthly inflammation. Your body is effectively being told to build more lining than it can safely shed.
Vegetable oils rich in linoleic acid worsen the storm by imitating estrogen and hampering mitochondrial energy production. The same goes for xenoestrogens lurking in conventional cleaning products, cosmetics, and food packaging. Remove those triggers and you start cutting oxygen to the fire.
So, how do you regain control? Dr. Mercola outlines 5 evidence-based steps. We'll walk through each, beginning with severing the estrogen supply, then reinforcing your natural progesterone shield, restoring carbohydrate intake for metabolic repair, eliminating seed oils, and finally tracking prolactin as your hormonal barometer.
First, cut estrogen at the source. If you're on synthetic birth control or hormone replacement therapy, discuss tapering strategies with your provider. Swap plastic containers for glass, choose fragrance-free body care, and read ingredient lists on household cleaners. Every reduction in xenoestrogen exposure lightens the monthly blow to your uterus.
Second, use natural progesterone to counterbalance estrogen's growth signals. Progesterone doesn't just soothe cramps, it actively blocks estrogen receptors and tempers cortisol, but its benefits shine only when your cells are making steady energy. Think of it as a brake that works best once the engine is tuned.
That tuning happens with carbohydrates, not fewer, but smarter. Shift toward about 250 grams a day from white rice, well-cooked root vegetables, and ripe fruit. If you've been restricting carbs, refeeding gives mitochondria the glucose they need to manufacture ATP, the fuel that drives hormone balance and tissue repair.
Fourth, filter out vegetable oils. Canola, soybean, sunflower, safflower, corn, and peanut oils load your membranes with linoleic acid that mimics estrogen and stalls energy production. Replace them with tallow, grass-fed butter, or ghee. This single swap removes a major hidden accelerant of adenomyosis.
Fifth, know your prolactin level. Blood estrogen can look normal even when tissue levels are sky-high. Because estrogen stimulates prolactin release, an elevated prolactin test flags hidden hormonal activity and guides your progress as you detox from endocrine disruptors and revive thyroid function.
When symptoms flare or fertility is on the line, imaging matters. A high-resolution MRI measures the endometrium-myometrium junction and reveals finger-like projections, classic for adenomyosis. Accurate labeling steers treatment away from needless laparoscopy for suspected endometriosis or fruitless fibroid surgeries.
Global guidelines still vary, so two clinics can give opposite opinions on the same scan. Push for clear criteria and ask whether your disease appears focal, limited to one spot, or diffuse across the wall. That distinction influences fertility planning, pregnancy surveillance, and future symptom management.
Conventional medicine often leads to hysterectomy once pain and bleeding exceed lifestyle limits, but removal is irreversible. Using the 5-step strategy early gives you a chance to shrink symptoms naturally, preserve reproductive options, and avoid the physical and emotional costs of major surgery.
Take stock tonight. How many pads or tampons do you burn through in a day? Does pelvic pressure keep you from exercise or intimacy? Your notes form the baseline that will let you see progress as estrogen levels fall, energy returns, and monthly cycles become predictable again.
Here's your challenge. Over the next 7 days, eliminate vegetable oils from every meal and replace plastic food containers with glass. Log any change in cramping, flow, or bloating, and share the results with your clinician. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.